Hi folks, so I'm about to upload, uh, um, well there's about seven videos, but I'm going to put them all together as one video, so it's going to be a long video. I mean the longest one on it is about 19 minutes, nearly 20 minutes, just one of them. The others vary between 2-3 minutes, 9 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever sort of thing. So I'm thinking I am going to chop a few bits out. Nothing important necessarily. Nothing that you would have. What's name? Just I don't. Well, anyway, it won't be anything that you were like. Oh, but what was it you edited out? So anyway, it'll just. I don't know what it'll be actually, to be quite honest, because I haven't done it yet. So anyway. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I was hoping to, I really wanted to do something special for my 1000th video as a way of marking that little milestone for me. You know, like I say, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, compared to other YouTubers, 1000 videos is not a lot really, for some. But for me, it's quite a milestone. So, as I said, I wanted to try and mark it by doing something different and special and sort of something that was something that I don't normally do, kind of thing. The kind of getting away from the normal videos that I do, sort of thing, just as a way of, like I said, just marking that significant point for me. Anyway, the thing is that because I've been really busy with work and stuff, and various other different things that have played into this, that it's just really been difficult for me to try and organise a little trip for myself to find somewhere where, because like I said, an abandoned building, that I definitely want to do an abandoned building at some point. I definitely want to have a go at doing something like that. Like I say, at the moment it's just really awkward, and there's not a lot of things around London that you can get easy access to, because that's the other thing as well. I don't want to go traipsing into somewhere and then have to break into it or something and it's all boarded up or whatever. I ain't going to do that, because it's going to be a little bit dicey anyway. I mean, I don't think our trespass laws are as I don't know, draconian perhaps as American ones. I don't know. I must admit, I'll hold my hands up. I don't really know. But anyway, that said, do you know what I mean? I still don't really relish the fact of getting nicked for trespass or whatever sort of thing. So anyway, the thing is that. It's got to be somewhere that's easy accessible, somewhere that perhaps is, frequented and visited by maybe a lot of different people, so therefore there wouldn't necessarily be any issue around trespass necessarily, maybe. Anyway, as I said, that was my goal. That's what I wanted to try and do as a way of marking the 1000th video. But anyway, you'll hear me mention some of this in the other videos anyway. So I'm going to put these videos together. I'm going to put this video up after I've uploaded the Hampstead Heath videos. That's where I went today. I went to Hampstead Heath. I literally just got on the train, didn't have a clue where I was going. I had no idea where I was going to go. It was literally spur of the moment, looking at these different stations, where have I not been, instead of being on the Victoria line, I got off at Stockwell, jumped onto the Northern line. I know there's a few stations along the Northern line on both lines, because there's a split on the Northern line. You've got like via Bank and via Charing Cross. Anyway, so, and there's two like different destinations. You've got Higher Barnet and Edgware. And there's different stops along that way, sort of in between those stations. So like I said, I literally didn't have a clue where I was going to go or where I was going to end up. But I thought, right, let's just jump on the Northern Line. Let's go on the... Anyway, as it turned out, it didn't really matter whether I was on the Charing Cross branch or the Bank branch, because I changed it at Kenning... Uh, brain just doesn't want to work. Great, thanks, brain. Um, Camden Town. Flipping heck. God, blimey, what's going on? I am telling you, there's something wrong with this flipping brain. Right, so I got off at Camden Town, and changed over platforms so that I could get onto the Edgware branch. And like I say, I was just checking out. Yeah, it is the Edgware. Yeah, the Edgware branch. Don't push the table, please, son. My cat's sniffing around the table. And I've got the camera on the table. I was trying to get a more relaxed. What's the name? So I set it up so that I'd be nice and relaxed in my chair with the curtain behind me. As you can see now, my cat is now mooching around the curtain. That's why the curtain just moved, by the way. Sorry, completely gone off the tangent. So, anyway, yeah, so as I said, I didn't know where I was going to go, didn't know what I was going to do. Spotted Hampstead. I knew it had a heath because I've heard of Hampstead Heath before. So I knew that it's got a heath, what it was going to be like, whether there's going to be anything there. I had no idea, I'd never been to it in my life. So I thought, well, maybe there might be some abandoned building, or maybe some old cottage, rundown cottage maybe, or something, or I don't know, sort of like some, maybe even a World War II sort of old bunker. I have no idea, because like I said, I've never been there, and I know that sometimes you can find these things here and there dotted around different parts. So, you know, you just never know, do you? Do you know what I mean? And like I said, I've never been there, so why not? My other idea was probably Golders Green, because apparently that's where people go to elope. That's got its own little claim to fame in that sense. But anyway, so like I say, try and cut a very long story short. As I said, plumped for Hampstead Heath, got off at the train station, came into a lovely little town. I wish I'd filmed the town now, because I never got round to filming it, because I came out of those woods in a completely different part. In fact, I came down and walked down this road and ended up at Golders Green, which is the next stop on from Hampstead Heath. So I ended up walking all the way down there for some reason. Anyway, because like I say, I came out of a completely different part of the woods that I'd gone into. And as I said, it covers quite a big area, you know what I mean? So, anyway, so, like I said, thing was that, you know, gets off at the train station at Hampstead, and it's a lovely little town. It looks really, really nice. It's got some like oldie-worldy streets and shops and what have you. It's quite picturesque, like I say. You know, it's quite a nice little place, nice little hamlet, as it were, as you want to call it that. And anyway, so I'm trying not to knock this table. I've got it really close to my legs, and I'm trying my best not to knock the table, because it's really wobbly for some reason. I never noticed it was wobbly like that before. Anyway, so oh man, I am related to Homer Simpson. I am telling you, I am Homer Simpson. Um, I get distracted so easily by the slightest little thing. Oh look, there's a bird over there. Oh look at that cat there. What's that? Oh, sorry. Anyway, so back to the story. So I've got off at the train station. As I say, it's a lovely little place, but I had no idea where or how to get to the Heath. Because there's all these different little side streets and roads going off in different directions, and it could have been in any of those directions, and I could have been walking for miles down any of those roads and not find it. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, so I decided to have a little explore first, because I hate asking people in the street for directions. I really do. especially other blokes as well, for some reason. I've just got, because I generally pride myself on having a very good sense of direction, and okay, I've never been to that town in my life before until today. That was the first time ever. But the thing is that, like I said, you know, it was like, I don't know, it's a stupid bloke thing, I don't know. Just hate having to ask for directions. Anyway, so I'm wandering around trying to find wherever. Then I needed to go to the loo because I'd had a coffee before I got on the train, and so well before I got to Hampstead. And I, you know, drunk the coffee on the train as I was going down. And of course, with me particularly, I can never predict, because sometimes I can have a couple of coffees and doesn't bother me in the slightest. You know what I mean? In terms of like needing to go to the loo, not long after. Do you know what I mean? Usually, or well, I say usually, it varies. You know what I mean? Because one day I could have one coffee and be going to the loo for the next 6 months. Okay, that was a slight exaggeration, but you know, I'll be like needing to go to the toilet almost immediately, sort of thing. You know, it's funny the way it works. Some days, like I say, I can have a coffee and not an issue about needing to go to the. I'm trying to be what's the name here without being crude or whatever. You know, without having to go to the loo. But like I say, on this instance, it like, you know, and it's getting really painful. Do you know what I mean? And I'm my age now, these days. I mean, it's like I find it really hard to hold my wee. Anyway, I know this is a bit. What's the name? You're thinking, whoa, why are we talking about this? But anyway, the reason why I'm telling this is because then I had to try and find somewhere to relieve myself, and I couldn't find any public toilets initially. So I ended up walking around all these different side streets, and started to get myself completely lost. Because, like I said, I've never been in that area before. So anyway, I ended up doubling back on myself, coming back up, and then I found this church that I'd passed earlier on, but I thought like, it seems a bit funny going into a church to use the loo. I don't know, it just didn't seem right somehow. But at that point, I was just desperate. Do you know what I mean? I needed to go and relieve myself. So went in because the doors were open. I mean, the church was open. Nobody about though. You could hear somebody. I could definitely hear somebody in the back. That's another thing I know. Should have filmed that. It's a beautiful church inside, by the way. Doesn't look all that necessarily from the outside, from what you know what I mean. But inside, it was gorgeous. It's one of them with the like a balcony thing that goes around as well. Do you know what I mean? All the way around, sort of thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. It was really, really nice. Anyway, so like I say, found this little side door near the entrance where I came in. And luckily, although there was painting, there's like builders that are in there at the minute or something, because there was like those dust sheets that you put down when they're decorating, and there was some tools and a toolbox over there, and somebody's jacket was hanging up. So I just got the sense and impression that they were doing some maintenance work or whatever, painting it or whatever. But I thought, look, there's a loo there. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but I need to use your loo. I'm really desperate. So goes in, use the loo. Comes out, great, fantastic relief, but I still obviously hadn't found Hampstead Heath yet. So now I'm starting to wonder why I did tell you that story. There was a reason originally why I was telling you all that, and now I'm thinking maybe I could have left that out actually, because now I can't see that. I can't remember the link. I'm sure there was a link to why I was telling you all that. Oh, great! See, even I do it. You know, it's like even I lose myself. And, oh God, what was it? Oh no. Anyway, right. Never mind. Sorry. So I comes out of the church, walking down the road, and again I'm thinking I'm going to have to ask somebody because I have no idea, and I'll end up walking down the road and it'll be miles from where I'm supposed to be going. Anyway, as it turns out, I chose one of the roads to walk down. Had no idea if I was going in the right direction or not. And more often than not with me, especially when I go to somewhere I've never been before, I inevitably do that. I inevitably walk a good couple of miles in the opposite direction to the place I'm trying to get to. It's happened so many times before, it's really annoying. Not just to say that it was also quite exhausting as well. Anyway, but on this occasion, as luck would have it, I'm walking down this particular road, and lo and behold, it brings me to at least one corner where the heath starts, because this you know, Hampstead Heath is big. I didn't realise how big it is actually. It's quite huge. Covers quite a bit of area. There's roads that seem to go through it. Do you know what I mean? So you've got main roads that go through the thing, but on either side of that road is there's more of the woods, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, so as I said, I finally find the place, and then I go wandering around, and as you'll see in the videos, I was hoping that I might find something of interest, you know, an abandoned thing, anything, you know what I mean, that might have looked interesting to film. Anyway, sadly, obviously I didn't come across anything like that, and like I say, I've been really fretting over how I'm going to make a really interesting video for my 1000th video. So I'm thinking to myself, if I leave it any longer, I'm not going to be able to put anything on my channel, because the next time I upload something, that's going to be the 1000th video. So it's like, and so I have been putting it off for the last couple of days, uploading anything. I've uploaded to the 99, you know, 999 obviously, and those videos, if I remember rightly, the last ones were Hampton Court Palace. I didn't upload all of those videos because, like I said, I wanted to try and do something different. And like I say, I had my heart set on trying to do an abandoned building video, and like I say, sadly that's not transpired. And I'm thinking, I just don't want to hang on any longer. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking, I want to upload my videos. I feel really frustrated. I feel kind of like, you know, I need to upload these videos. And just leaving it and leaving it and leaving it. Do you know what I mean? And in the hopes that something will, you know, something will come my way, sort of thing. So anyway, ultimately, like I said, this is going to be the 1000th video. Like I said, not this one, sorry, just so there's no confusion. The video I'm about to put up of Hampstead Heath, I'm going to put them together. It's going to be a long one. Not sure exactly how long. I mean, 20 minutes, 27. We're probably talking maybe at least 30 minutes, maybe. I wish you'd just go out that flat rather than. Sorry, I know it's just distracting me. Can you hear it? You see, instead of just pushing through and go, because he can do that if you. He puts his paw on it and starts to push it, and I'm not sure why he does it that way. Maybe it's because he doesn't necessarily want to have to use his head to push it through, but because he's using his paw, it means he has to keep pushing it until it's wide enough for him to get his head through or whatever. But sometimes, especially when I'm doing a video like this, that then becomes rather annoying, because all I can hear is that flipping thing going. I've done it again, haven't I? Oh dear. Anyway, so I am turning into a grumpy old man, and I am definitely becoming. I am having more and more senior moments. Oh dear. Right. As I said, or was saying, I'm going to put this video up. It's going to be the 1000th video. I'm going to put it together. It's about 30 minutes. It might be longer than that. I'm not sure yet. You'll have to bear with me. This is all literally, I haven't got a clue what's going to happen, whether, because I might in the end, I've done it again, I might decide to just put a few of them together and not all of them. Depends on how long it starts to look as though it's going to get, because this video in itself is I don't know, good 10 minutes at least, good 10 minutes, maybe longer now actually, it's probably longer. Right. I need to leave the video here because, again, I know I bore people with my videos sometimes. I know I do. I'm sure I do. Because, honest to God, if I was sat here watching this, or watching some dude waffling on about whatever, I've got to be honest, I probably would get bored after about 5 or 6 minutes. Maybe even less than that, maybe. You know, but that's me, because I've got, like I said, I am Homer Simpson. I've got a very short attention span. It's like what? So I know that's not very. It's not very good, is it? I know, because it makes it. Right. If I don't stop talking now, we're going to be here until next year. So right, I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my rubbish, crappy videos. And please subscribe all the same. And please give it a thumbs up if you like the video or not. And yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Please, I hope you enjoy the next set of videos that are coming up. And catch you later. Bye for now.